Once we've got past our first flights, we're looking to get into the best stance and the best rig position to maintain level flight across the water.
So now I'm up and riding, I'm really focusing on hinging at the waist. Try and push my hips out, and I'm locking through my back leg to keep me and the rig on top of the board. My rig and my upper body are upright. My rig will always reflect my upper body. What that means is if the board moves up, the rig and I move up the same amount. My back leg is really locked, and I'm trying to keep my legs pretty straight. They can bend, but I'm not letting them be bendy. So they're staying pretty rigid so I don't upset the trim of the foil. As I go faster, I sheet in more. I'm trying to keep the rig as still as possible. Again, through hinging at the waist and locking out the back leg with a locked down back heel. So one common way of crashing is when my knees get too soft and the board rolls to leeward. You see here, if I let my knees bend, the board gets pretty unstable. And that's why I keep my legs locked down and my kneecaps pushed backwards.
We tend to only fall in a couple of different ways when we're trying to get our first sustained flight runs. This often happens by being too soft and too flexed through the knees and too flexed through the legs. An easy way to combat this is look at boom height. If the boom's too low, we'll tend to be too soft in the legs and often roll to leeward, or even drive too hard, come too high and fall to windward. With a higher boom, we can be in a more upright stance, and this helps us get this all-important hinge position, which allows us to trim the board flat and sustain flight.
If I'm sailing really overpowered, an easy way to get the lift off the foil and in more control is bring the back foot out and in front of the foot strap. With the back foot further forward, I get nowhere near as much lift, and even in the most overpowered conditions, I can sail like this pretty in control most of the time.